Okay, so I finally figured out who to talk to, where to go to find my house. So I now have a house. It's in a basement apartment, which is not great at all in this game. I do know that much. Basement apartments usually have like bugs, a lot of water issues. We're just going to ignore that man. It's fine. And I don't really like the basements because I did have my game early on. I'm living in the hotel. Okay. Oh, I'm living in the Crunchy Hotel. Okay. Oh, open? Is this my apartment? I don't think this is my apartment. No, wrong room. I think it's this one. Okay. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, this apartment is Crunchy. The bed is a not so great color or shade of green. Do I have an extra... What is up with these rooms and putting the light switch behind the door? Alright, we got roaches. Decently sized bathroom, nicer than the hotel side of this. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna put our information on its own thing for now. Just keep it up there until we know stuff about it. I'm not sure if she's useful or not still. We'll leave that there. Let's see. Alright. Look, I'm not saying I approve, but there's one of those new starch cola sync discs in the mailbox. Take it to a sync clinic and install it if you want. I don't trust it as far as I can throw it personally, but I get a discount on bills if I offer it to you, so. Okay. More about the soda that I'm pretty sure is a drug. Use cash. I have a bad feeling. What if this game has like a dark ending where the fields actually aren't as nice as I think they are? You know, like maybe they're just like sending people to like a terrible farm, or I don't know. I have dark thoughts about what the end of this game is supposed to look like.
Yeah, I get that.
Because like the way it's like that is your end goal is making it to the farm, and you're just kind of like, okay, all right. So I will, because I usually never leave this apartment. I haven't seen an appeal to buying a better apartment in this game. Because, like, this apartment's free. And, yeah, that's pretty much my logic is the apartment's free. Why pay for an apartment when you get a free one? Oh, that looks terrible. That looks terrible, too. Can I just change the color? Cancel. You know what? Let's do old brick. Get rid of the dirt. Oh, the amount of dirt. Let's not have dirty walls. Multiply. And then we'll make it a nice light purple. Yes. Alright. Oh no, it looks like intestines. Alright. Jesus Christ, why does it look like that? Oh, this one. No. Maybe. It is not a flattering. It's super pixelated, so it's just like it doesn't look that great. It honestly looks like a dirt brick from Minecraft. I mean, the wording brick is accurate. I guess, let's see. Does red look right? Ooh, that's... Alright, let's do that. It's a little less terrifying. Alright, so we're gonna do brick wall. Can we change the floor so the roaches go away? There used to be a feature, but I think they may have gotten gotten rid of it. So if you change your floor to something and you get rid of the dirt, it's supposed to get rid of the roaches, but I don't think it's actually a thing anymore. Let's see, edit decor, let's see. Concrete floor, light. What? What? Apparently I already have pretty nice wooden floors. The roaches are still coming, so it's like no point in changing the floors if that trick doesn't work anymore. It was an old trick where you could like literally do that, but it doesn't work anymore. Alright, let's see. So let's put a shower in here. Reason you want a shower in this game is because I actually had it happen earlier. I don't know if I'm going to post it, so I can't tell if I'll have it up here. But I was hiding during my first case when I found a corpse. And I was hiding because I was technically I broke into that person's house to see what was going on. Well, when you break into places like that and you search through their trash, you get the status stinky. So they're sitting there looking for me in the house, but I'm hiding in the wardrobe, but they won't leave because they're like, God, what is that stink? So they're searching for me because I stink. And they would not leave the room to figure out where I was located because I smelled so bad. And so I stood there for a solid 10, 15 minutes waiting on them to bugger off. And they would not leave the room because I stank. It was kind of funny. It was a little annoying because the first time I did it before I even decided to film myself playing this again, I could not figure out why they would not, leave the room or whatever, and it turned out it was because I smell bad. And it took me, alright, let's see, cancel, and then let's get a shower. It took me realizing that I needed a shower, and so I feel like if you're gonna buy a hotel room, you would think it would come with a shower so you could at least, scrub your cake so you're not smelling real bad, but I guess not. The only things you really need, are... I don't know if you get a stinky status if you forget to wash your hands after you shower. Or not after you shower. After you use the bathroom, you go number 1 or number 2. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but I do know you get stinky status if you dig through the trash can. And I'm not talking about, a dumpster. I'm talking about, a little wastebasket that you put, in a bathroom or something. You get stinky status from that. I don't think you can wash your hands either. I tried that. It didn't work. So basically there's no real reason to have a sink. Also, why would you want a EEG machine? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of an EKG machine, they have an EEG machine.
Yeah, an EEG's a thing.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to find a shower. Not sure. No dirt on the shower, please. Preview shower. Why would I want a dirty shower? Like...
You know the difference between the EEG and EKG, right?
Nope.
EEG measures the brain, it's the thing they stick the probes on your head with, and the EKG is for the heart.
Oh, cool. Now I know. Let's see if I can type in, is it toilet?
Knowing is half the battle.
Honestly, that's why talking about all these medical things, I feel... I don't think I need a toilet. I don't think I go to the bathroom in this game. I'm not going to buy a toilet if I don't need it. I know it sounds terrible, but, like, if I don't use the bathroom, there's no point in buying a toilet for it. It's more of, like, a comfort thing at that point. And then I'll put some shelving to throw my extra stuff on. And shelf. Alright. We'll do that. I'll put 2 of these. Definitely going to put them in purple because I do love me a good purple. Boop. Alright, preview. And I don't know if anybody cares about watching me, like, furnish this apartment. I know for some people, like, watching a house get properly, like, furnished makes their brain go burr. But I don't know if I am doing that for people. This is basically, I'm just going off of the things I know are very useful for your character in this game. For example, water cooler. Your character does get thirsty. I do remember that from when I first played this game. So your character gets thirsty, so it is helpful to have a water cooler. They did make shelves, or not shelves, they made safes more active part of the game, which makes me wonder why. Because now I'm wondering what's so important about, or not, yeah, it says safe. What makes the safe so important that you need to have a code for it? They also made it so that you can have a computer, but I'm not really sure what the computer is for either. So I was actually going to, if I have the money to, buy a computer. Can I buy a computer? No. So I saw something about you can put a code on a cruncher, but I don't know. Maybe they were saying you can lock a computer you find or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I do know the basic things that you will need. Also, a $1 million question. We're about to test this theory out because I'm terrified. I don't know how smart this game is in certain ways. You know how sometimes games will just do stuff and you'll just be like, I don't know how well this actually works in the game. So, trash. I'm going to put a trash can in my room. I don't know how important it actually is. Like, do I need to learn how to, like, empty the trash, or will it, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Will it empty itself? Also, another thing I do remember, this is a little bit of, I want to say, I don't know if I should call it metagaming at this point, because, like, the game has changed a lot since the last, uh-oh, my buttons aren't working. No, I don't want to search the trash. Uh-oh, I think my game just wigged out on me. We'll see in a second. Certain buttons aren't working. I can fill a cup. Okay, yeah, my inventory's full. Interesting. My inventory button got frozen for a second. I don't know why. Alright, let's put it in the trash. There we go. Let's pick that up. Take. Wait, is it still full of water? Drink. Okay, yep, it gives you the status hydrated, but you never have the status of having to go to the bathroom. Alright, Alright, yeah. Okay, cool. So now my room, I think, is as set up as it... Oh, right. Let's see, what is in my inventory that I might need to put down? Right, this. Let's put this up here. I don't want to throw it. I wish they would put a place feature, but it's like... Wait. Put down. Ha! There we go. You just have to get super close, like super duper close, and kind of like mouse over it. Alright, cool. So we've got our water, we've got our shelving, we've got our trash can, got our bed. We don't need to poop, but we do need to shower and dry off. Because if you're wet, you can actually get injured in the game. I do remember that being a thing. I don't know. Like, yeah, also, I wonder if this... Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. So I'm going to leave this at that. And this is basically like the bare bones what you need when you get your apartment to kind of be a solid detective. I have never gotten to in-game content because the game, usually I lose interest before then, and usually what happens, the reason I lose interest is they probably update the game again and I get frustrated because all of a sudden my files get corrupted from my save game, so I don't get very far. So I just play this game for face value until I get bored. And the Chaos Goblin-y energy is sustained. So yeah, so now that I have set up... I've played this game a couple of times, but I haven't gotten very far. So now that I've set this up bare bones for what it kind of needs to work like, I will end this video here. And then my next video, I'm going to pick up my first case past the tutorial and do that. And we'll see how far I go.